Life can sometimes be unfair, knocking you straight in the teeth. Leonard has a first-hand experience of this expression. He was married to Rose, and their union blessed with 2 kids. The 10 years they spent together were not all rosy, as he could barely make enough to take care of her and the children. In the 11th year, Rose decided she's had enough of suffering and abandoned the father of her children for greener pastures. She left with the kids. Leonard did make efforts to regain custody of his children after about a year of being alone, and was successful. He felt his lonely life would take a better turn through the comfort of living with his kids. Rather than being comforted, things got worse. It was painful for him to admit to himself that he had taken on more than he could handle. This culminated in him leaving his words with Uduak, an acquainted neighbor, for a planned runaway mission.
Good evening.
Good evening, Uncle Leonard.
I need your help. My children.
How about them, please? How may I help you?
I'm ashamed to do this, but they are hungry. We are hungry. Can you help us out with some food?
I really don't have so much.
And not for me, just them. Just them. Anything you give to them, they will share.
Well, I have some rice and stew. I'm sure they can make do with that. Come on.
Thank you very much. I'll come back for them in 1 hour.
Okay.
Thank you.
He was away for close to 6 months, at which time many issues had occurred, including him being reported to the police as a runaway father. The children were still in custody of Uduak when he returned. He apologized to her and made entreaties. Uduak was clearly offended and complained of the difficulties she had to pass through, including police issues.
I was under much pressure. I didn't want to lose my children.
Oh! So that was why you pushed them to me so that I could be held responsible for their death, right?
No, sister. I prayed before I brought them to you.
Pray? Did I hear you say pray? Pray to who? You're wicked and devilish. Please come and take your children out of my house.
Sister Uduak, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to set you up. I'm sorry, please.
No.
I'm sorry, please.
This is just beyond what I could comprehend. Just carry your children.
Within the 2 weeks Leonard spent around, he was able to pacify her, regularize his issues with the police and an NGO that got involved, and build confidence in all the parties. He successfully traveled back for his trade with a mutual agreement for Uduak to help cater for his children while he sends funds for their upkeep.
Keep your own end of the bargain. Otherwise, at your return, you will find them in the police custody.
I promise. Make sure you are good to Auntie Uduak, okay? When I return, I'll be back to take us into our house, our new home.
Which home? The one you already rented out?
No. I'm making arrangement for a new home. Okay? All will be well. Okay, bye.
Say bye. Say daddy bye.
A few months down the line, the tide had turned in his favor. He bought a new car and rented a beautiful 3-bedroom flat in a serene environment. He has currently moved his children back into his new home and gotten himself a nanny for them.
What? It's another little prop. Sorry. Come on, Jake.
It's been over 2 years since Rose left Leonard, and he feels he needs the presence of a woman in his life. He is thinking, which is the right way to go? Get back the mother of his children that left him because he couldn't cater for her? Or fight for divorce on the grounds of separation and marry the single lady, Uduak, that stood by him when he was impoverished?
Hello viewers out there. You're welcome to Decisions. It's another exciting time where you get information, educated, and also enlightened. Okay, and today we have a very important topic before us, road to success. And you're wondering on what area? Okay, we're looking at road to success from the family unit. And with me in the studio to discuss this very important topic is Pastor Mrs. Patience Boma George. She's a marriage counselor, teenage teacher, and theologian, Church of God Mission Praise Center. Ma, you're welcome.
Welcome, viewers. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Okay, and my close left is Pastor Frank Otomi, pastor Living Faith Church, Efron, and he's also the CEO of More Frank Business Ventures. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, you're welcome. And today, like I said before, we want to look at road to success in the family setting. And we have a short clip that we just watched, Sarah and Ma, and a lot of issues were raised from that short clip, ranging from the management of the home, decisions that parents make, how it affects children, and some other things. So I want to discuss that in detail. And on the first line I have here, the first line of thought I have here, and Ma, please, I want you to throw more light into this because you are a woman. What should it be? Okay, so what attention should be given to financial management in the home? Okay, before and during marriage, as per revenue, and then dispensing as expenditure. What should be given into it?
This question is very vital, and which most times we'll deal on them during our counseling of would-be couples.
Yeah.
On their finances, especially from the church angle. You know, believers are unique human beings. Believers, yes. The believer man might not even have 1 naira. And he will tell you, Mama is by faith. And most of the time we allow them because that is what our faith is all about. If you can say to this mountain, be thou moved and be cast away. So financially also, we've come to see a lot of people, there is nothing, but they have a faith that they'll get married, and before the time of marriage, you find out that the lights are falling onto them in pleasant places. And so we've assumed, okay, if your faith can carry you without nothing, and you can, get a woman and marry her and put her through, the same faith should also make you to sustain her. Amen. So financially, I feel that for a man to say, I want to get married, I want to bring an additional hand, additional mouth to my life, he should also find out if this woman also living by faith or she has works. So at least let one partner have the works to keep on the marriage. Yes. Before the other one will meet up. But if both of them are just faithful people, their faith is full, and they've come together and they've started, and they are just believing God without works, it might be difficult for them to carry on the path of marriage successfully. It's a situation where marriage is not a play. It's like a man that wants to build a house. Scripture told us that the man should sit first and count. Yeah. And ask himself, with this thing I have here, how far it will take me? So if you take marriage as a child's play, and it's something that because you have fated it, a lot of brethren have gathered together, they've made it work because maybe you're a zealous brother in the church. But after that wedding day, something also happened. The woman needs to be cared for. And if she doesn't have any money that you can look at least to say at the end of the month, a 10,000 is coming, that both of them will know that this is a short thing. Yeah. This one is a short thing, but nothing. Every month they will be believing God. I think that marriage will have difficulties. And I feel that it is not good for couples to start their financial life in just predictions and not having something substantial. That's what I mean.
So like the Bible says that faith is the substance of things not seen. Okay, so you have something, hope. Sometimes it's not seen, evidence of things hoped for. Yeah. So there's something, evidence, substance, because something you can say, even if it's not there, it's you can say it.
It's in your mind.
It's in your mind, and then you have some things to look into. Yes. Wow, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. So for intending marriage couples, please give attention to financial management in the home. Okay, sir. Another line of thought here is that the decisions of the parents, like decision of the parents, particularly on the part of the woman. Now you're saying yes, I do to this man. You want before she got into the marriage, she saw the state of the man. Mm-hmm. What did she see that encouraged her? Now she's in, she wants to go out. What should you see? What should she see? What did she see? Please, I want you to comment on that. And also, coming into the marriage as a woman, is it okay to come in with that tabula rasa mind? Your husband is, like Bible calls it, of course, provide for your home. How should a woman come into marriage? Because if she was well backed, well coated, she could have been able to fill up some spaces that we'll find in the playlist we just watched. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you understand what I just said, sir.
Well, I want to take these from the perspective of before they went into the marriage.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that the wife would have seen something in the man. And if they stayed for 10 years, meaning for the 10 years, at the time, the man was providing.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't know from his life history or life story if at the time he lost his job or something happened. Now he was unable to cater for the wife. So from my own view, the woman also failed on her part. Like she said, one person should be able to, at least at a point, be contributing. Mm-hmm. In marriage, it is the man bringing, the woman bringing. That's what makes the marriage to be sweeter. Mm-hmm. So if the woman is not bringing and the man is the only person bringing, you now see that was where the woman, saw the loophole to say, okay, my husband is home providing. What do I do? Let me run away. So I would advise that in a marriage, both couples should provide, should at least at a point contribute to see to the finance of the home.
Okay, I want to still shed more light on that. What should a woman come into marriage with nothing, like no skill, no education? Is it okay? How bad is that?
I don't think that any woman has entered marriage with nothing. I stand to disagree with that in the extreme. Why? Because the Bible says, he that findeth a wife, findeth a good thing. Proverbs. Findeth. What makes the man to look for a woman that has nothing? There's a reason. Some men don't like a woman that has something. They marry you because you're a container that can produce for them, take care of their homes, clean, be their bed partner. So she has something, so you can see the work she has now. She will be the one that will bear children. She has beautiful womb. She will be the one that will sweep, wonderful herself. She will be the one that will cook, wonderful chef. So no woman enters marriage with nothing. So I'm very right. She is a package. But it depends on what the man wants. If you want somebody that can discuss ideas with you, you will look for somebody that at least is a bit learned. Because you didn't just see her and one day you decide you want to marry. You must have studied her a little to know that she fits into your mind. Because marriage is about mind. What the man wants. If it's a man that wants a fair woman, to him the fairness is all that matters. He wants a moon in his house. When he enters the house, something shines to him. Are you getting me? The man, I'm coming. Okay. What I'm trying to bring to you is that no woman enters marriage empty. It depends what the man wants out of a woman that he wants to call a wife. So if he needs an illiterate woman, like you find out in the north, they don't like woman that goes to school because when they are talking, they just want their wife to stay. Yes, the Muslim man buys her clothes. I've seen them. They go to market, buy her clothes, buy shoe, anything they buy, she just accept it. That's the kind of wife, their own mindset they want. They don't want a woman that will ask you, give me the money to go and buy this thing. They don't even want you to contribute anything in their culture. Are you getting me? So, but if the man feels that, especially in the south, you need a wife that can balance it up for you. She's not in Kule. She should be able to express. That's why in the South here, see that our daughters, we try to package them. We don't have useless daughters that don't have anything upstairs. If it's trading, we groom them to trade. If it's handwork, we groom them to have handwork. Because we know in our culture that a woman enters marriage with so much gifts in her that will help the family. That's why I come around here, I see a woman is one that caters for the home. And which brings me to our own story. I think that woman must have been the one catering for the family from just what we have looked. You know what? The woman was having the strength to carry these 2 children away with her. She must have been the one that is catering for the family, and the thing has come to her neck here. She said, this man doesn't want to do anything. I think I should leave so that he does something. So when she left with the children, pride also came to the man. He would have said, no, I can take care of them. Let me prove to her that I can take care of them. That was when he brought back the children. And the time he brought back the children, he did not understand that feeding them cost so much. That's why he said that he could not he has taken more than what he could provide. You thought it was a joke, the wife always doing it. Are you getting it? So when she took the children and he brought them back, that's when he saw the difference. And what did he do? He took the children back to a woman again. That women have a unique way of catering for families. It shows that women are loaded with potentials. That's what I want to tell you.
Yes, of course they are, but I still don't get something. My question is, for a woman, because if she has, why does she want to go out in search of?
I've seen cases like that.
Okay, was the man stopping her?
Cases like that I have seen. No, I've seen. When a woman gets up to say she's leaving your home, 2 things. If the poverty she saw in the home and she's also in that poverty, she won't carry her children along with her. She will leave your children, suffer with your children. But if she's the one that has been providing for the family, which we see in so many cases, because a woman will not allow her children to starve. She's the one going out. She's hawking. She's frying akara. She's doing this. By the time she comes, the man maybe will just move around. Have you seen men playing draft afternoon?
Yes, I've seen.
You see them?
Okay.
Good. What I'm trying to say that you see so many men that are just lousy. This thing he did, why didn't he do it when the wife was around? He could have also taken
He was relaxed.
He was relaxed.
Yeah.
So that took the woman. I'm looking at from that perspective. It's not that it's a totality true, but the perspective that this woman must have been the one catering for the family. And that was why this man had the guts to take the children again to another woman. He was too shameful to go back to the wife to say, sorry, I know that you've been the one. Please hold them again.
Okay. It's been a long one and it's been a hot one. I have questions to just put on that, but we'll go on a short break right now, and then we'll be back to continue this discussion. Please don't go anywhere. There's so much more that you need to hear. Welcome back to Decisions. I'm still your host, Abigail Notaro is my name. Okay, before we went on the break, our mama was telling us the power of the man, the providence power of the man. And we still want to look into that. I am not satisfied yet. I'm not. So please, I want you to shed light on this. In Africa, particularly, we have this, mommy, I need this, mommy, I need that, mommy, I need this. I'm thinking, if the children are referred to their parents, if it will put a drive in the man, so he knows he doesn't only have to go out, he has to come back with something. Please, sir, I want you to really put more into that.
As a pastor,
Okay, sir.
many of us men, what we'll do, we'll give our wives money for the upkeep of the family. So sometimes the children go to the mother to ask for things. So, but now, from Leonard's case, we wouldn't know if he was giving money to the mother, to the wife, and the children were putting pressure on the wife. Now, from your question, if the man receives that same pressure the wife is receiving, I think it will push him, it will give him a drive to go out and try as much as possible to source and get anything. Because I know that children have a peculiar way of asking parents, and the parents really want to feed their children. Like a child coming to you, daddy, I need a bicycle. Daddy, the next day tells you, daddy, bicycle. Daddy, I need a bicycle. By the time he tells you 5 times, you will say, okay, my daughter wants a bicycle. So the father will go out of the way and say, if he gets the money, why not? He will go and buy the bicycle for the
Okay,
child.
we'll stay long on that enough. I want to move. Time is not our friend, okay? Another thing we want to look at from the play that we just watched. The way they managed the decision. She deciding to go in search of greener pasture and all that's involved. 1 year they were away, and then those changes. I want to ask, Ma, please, you would talk on this. How does the management of conflict in the home affect the child, particularly their response to life? Because most times their hopes are, when they keep hearing those things, it kills that enthusiasm in the child, and you need that hope to live. So, Ma, please shed light on that. How does that decision affect them?
Conflict resolution.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very vital issue in family. And I've also discussed with a lot of homes that their parental upbringing has been bad. Bad in the sense of children that watch parents fighting, quarreling. I wonder what they are going through. And from my own little experience, I know that, like I've spoken here before, my father was the extreme of strictness, and that means I did not really see my parents discussing that life. I didn't see. And I had a friend that the parents were lovely. In short, if they've even had a brother to say, if he had approached me, I would have just married. It was because I was longing for a home like that. And that was the only criteria I saw in my husband, to be frank.
Wow.
That was I saw the parents. The day I went to visit, I saw the father and the mother. Jesus, can there be a home like this? And I assumed immediately that if the children have been brought up under this structure, sure, they will be good. That was just my reason of helping my husband. So what I'm trying to say, that it has a long effect. There is a man that did not have parental upbringing, bad parental upbringing. Till today he beats his wife, because that was what he saw his father do. He beats his wife, and each time you ask him, why are you doing this? He said, I don't know. When a woman talks, it just reminds me that a woman should be silent. That is his own upbringing.
Imagine the picture that was formed in that.
Always on him. So parental upbringing on children, especially in separated homes, there was. When the man brings up a child alone with another woman, in short, the children will either hate men or they will hate women. For the boys, sometimes when they marry, they see their stepmother in the wife. If one attitude she displays resembles that of the stepmother, the man can do everything to kill it. And the lady did not mean it the way he is looking at it. Neither I know of a woman that told the man, look, I don't want to see my father near you. And the man said, what happened? My father was very wicked. Because of the wickedness of the father. This lady, she's in Abuja. She in short, whenever the man, raises his voice, she sees the father, the way he maltreated the mother. It's vivid in her eyes. So please, parents, I beg you in the name of the Lord. Whatever you are displaying, you are just packaging it to the next generation. If you want the next generation to be better than what we are seeing, use your own home. If you have crisis with your wife, enter bedroom. sort it out, come out. Let the children see a happy home. Let them not see a home that the man and the woman, they are at loggerhead continuously. Some are scared of getting married. Most children that are raised in those kind of homes just marry because it is obligatory.
And when they beat them, they think it's normal.
It's normal now,
yes.
Because they saw the distance son again.
Is love.
For the boys, I've seen one that said my mother received beating, so any woman that I marry will also receive beating.
That.
Can you imagine? He's extending the pain of his mother to another woman. Very, very ugly. So we should please make our homes a loving place for our children to copy, so that in the long run they will say yes, a wonderful family that they have to.
Wow, that was a very strong one. Me, what I got from what Mom have been saying all this while is you teach more by what you do than what you say as a parent. You're forming a picture. Be mindful of the picture you form. Okay, we're still on that, but on a little bit different angle. From the plate also watched, there was separation. I want to ask her, I know it's bad, but I want you to paint the picture. How bad is separation on the psychology of the child? What's the effect of it on the child?
Well, the
temporal or divorce separation.
Yes, separation itself is very bad.
Yes, sir.
You know, to a family. One, first of all, it demoralizes the children.
Yeah.
It gives them low moral esteem. Does not give them self-confidence anywhere they are. So I want to advise families, before they're thinking of separation, first of all, they should think of the children. The children are mostly affected in a separated family. The children are mostly affected. The wife or the husband does not get the effect the children get, because there's no after the separation, the motherly care or the fatherly care, the fatherly love or the motherly love that they used to have, they will not have it anymore.
And actually, I was researching on that, and what I got, a 10-year-old from UK, she said when parents make such decisions, see, they really don't know how it brings about a total change in their life. A complete change in every area. Most times they think when one leaves, they are afraid, they live in insecurity. The other one might leave. And then they feel they are not like the others. You hear them asking questions like, does your mom and dad live together? And they think because that